if this is the Pollock. Hello and welcome back to the channel. So we're here in Norway, we're in Helgeland area and we're heading out into a fjord. I found a couple of spots on Navionics that look quite promising to hopefully catch some pollock. Now this is a SIB, it's my Maelstrom 380 V-Floor Light. So it's got an air deck as opposed to an aluminium. So it only takes a few minutes to set up. This is an outdoor master shark pump here. I think it's the third version. So this is really fast at blowing up. It works on an internal battery. So we're going to get to that now. There's 3 chambers, 1 front, 2 on the sides, and then you've got the 2 chambers that make up the V-floor underneath. We're going to get this blown up and we'll get back to you. So all you do is set it to the right pressure. This is 0.25, let it do its work. Installing some launching wheels. You just need to line the holes up correctly and put the pins through. There you go. So now you can wheel this down to the water, then I'll grab the engine, pop the engine on, tie it down, get the fishing gear and we're good to go. Right, let's get this wheel down to the water and we'll get going. So I've just wheeled it down and I've got into my dry suit. Now I'm just rowing out slightly to get away from all the weed so it doesn't get tangled around the prop. Touch my kill cord. Plan is 6 or 7 miles towards the end of the fjord. There's like a quarry at the end and it looks like there's cliffs on either side with steep drop off, so I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of pollock there. Good to go. Right, so we've made it to the mark. So I've got 2 rods with me. I've got one that's 8 foot and it's a 35 to 100 gram with a 5,000 star reel, 40 pound braid. And on that leader, that's got 50 pound mono. The other rod is 100 to 250 gram, a bit heavier. That's got 6,000 star reel with 58 pound braid and that goes down to a 80 pound leader. We're just going to try a few different things, see if we can pick anything up. Right, we've picked up the lighter rod and we've changed over to Savage Gear sand eel, about 80 gram. The trouble is the drift's so fast here that going past the mark before it's barely sunk. I just had to follow all the way to the surface. I'm not taking it. Oh, there we go. Hit it on the drop that time. It's a nice pollock. Now it's interesting, as soon as I changed over to the green Savage Gear sand eel, I had one straight away, and that always does well for me up in the Highlands of Scotland. The pollock just love them. That one, just before he took it, he followed it all the way to the surface, so I just dropped it back down and he took it on the drop. We'll do that drift again. Right, let's try that again. We've got something, but it's not fighting very much, so it must be pretty small. So all I'm doing is dropping it down to the bottom and reeling it back up slowly and letting the paddle tail on the lure work. Oh. Yeah. Quite a nice pollock, maybe £3. That feels much better. Try not to lose him. I'm hoping this is going to be a better fish. They seem to follow it all the way up, and just at the last moment they seem to take it. Maybe £4? Yeah, I suppose it is a bit better. I don't know if this is the halibut. It feels too powerful to be a pollock. If this is a pollock, it's going to be a big pollock. Oh! It's a big coalfish. Oh my god. That was enormous. That was 17.5 pounds with the net. 17.7 pounds. So I'll I'll weigh the net after and deduct that. That is enormous. That's my biggest coalfish ever. That was crazy. The way it takes off and strips line, I thought it was a halibut. I honestly cannot believe I just caught that coalfish. Everyone told me you have to go deep out of the fjords, so like really deep water to catch the big ones. And you have to use like heavy metal jigs and wind as fast as possible. I just caught that on a little Savage Gear sand eel, just winding slowly inside a fjord, like right at the end of a fjord. So it goes to show there's lots of different ways to catch them. Another decent fish. It's a big pollock. Slipping back. Got another pollock on, I think. Probably a bit smaller than the last one. Yeah, he's just a little guy. Another little pollock. Got another pollock on, I think. Absolute specimen of a pollock. Beast. Nice and fat. Right, the weather's setting. I'm gonna have to start heading back, it's getting really bad. I've made it back to the van safely. Took a lot longer than going out there. Took about an hour actually. There you go, £15. I kept it in the end, it wouldn't go back, but it's going to go to good use. We're going to eat it tonight. Personal best coalfish for me. It's a great day's fishing, and thanks for watching. Tune in next time.